Okay, now I'm gonna load these cartridges with a round ball. If you're going to load round ball, do be careful to choose the right size. Now, this is your 12 gauge brass shell. This is a Brown Bess round ball, and it fits in there beautifully. Terrific. That'd be great if I could use that, but I can't, because although it may fit in this cartridge, this ball will not fit through the choke of the barrels on my gun. So you can imagine what would happen if I was to shoot that. I would certainly blow the barrels up. It would just split them wide open. So do be careful when choosing a round ball. It may be the right size for the cartridge. It doesn't mean to say it's the right size for your barrel. Okay, so we're not going to be using the Brown Bess round ball. We're going to be using a .60 caliber ball that I use in my 20 gauge smoothbore fusel. And I'm going to be patching them with leather. Okay. I have my brass measure here, and it's set on 60 grains, which is what I use in my 20 gauge. It's plenty of power, and there's no point me using over. This is 3F powder, by the way. I could use I beg your pardon, this is 2F powder. You could use 1F if you had it. I don't. I have 2F because that's what I use in my fusel. Just put that out of the way. I've just got a habit of moving things like black powder out of the way when I'm doing stuff. Tip it into there. Okay. Can you see it better up here? 2 wads over the top of the powder. Use my little ramrod. Probably get away with just one actually, but we'll put two overshot wads. Use the same if you're using a shot or whether you're using a round ball. If you're using a round ball, you could just use one. This for me is a bit of a test because I haven't loaded these before. Okay, and we put the round ball in. Oh no, they didn't work. Okay, cut the leather too small. Let's try that again. No. Alright. This is interesting. Okay, you've got to centre it nicely. Okay. round ball on top, and another wad on top of that, and that's it, done. Now I guess if I wanted to make sure that stayed secure, I could get a candle and I could melt some wax inside there, just to seal that, but that, as you can see, is pretty tight. Okay, so that's one done. Okay, let's do another one. As you can see, I'm a bit short of room here. It's not good, but it's the best I can do until I can get my workshop set up properly. Okay. As you see, this has a neat little funnel on the top. You don't have to have that. Just happen to have a measure that does, and it makes it much easier. Pouring from the horn seems to work pretty well. A little bit back in there. Close that top. One thing with that top that slides over is it does level it off. Make sure I replace the spout in the horn always. Whether you're loading a muzzle loader or whatever you're doing, replace that spout plug. Sure I've got the right shell. Go in with 60 grains of powder. Two wads. Round ball. By using the same idea here, it makes sure that I'm not accidentally pushing down on something that's going to set off that primer. It can't happen if I'm using this. And another leather wad on top. I like using leather wads because they don't catch fire, and right now it's in the middle of summer, and although it looks pretty green around here, you know, there are some patches of dry grass around, and you just don't want to risk starting a fire. So I use leather wads for my muzzle loaders and for this breech loader. Well, there it is. That's the two cartridges loaded. They're pretty easy. It's basically like loading the shell is like loading a muzzle loading barrel. Pretty easy to do. You don't need any special tools. I found making this makes things much easier. But I guess you could do it without it. I've loaded ordinary 12 gauge plastic shells with black powder before, and I haven't used this. But because I got these brass shells, I thought I'd try and do the whole thing. Start off doing the right thing properly, and make up some tools for it. So that's why I made that up. So there it is. That's the two cartridges loaded and ready to go. And I think that's about it. That's all I can show you. Yep, that's it. That's finished. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.